and Lou. I throw the fish away and they come back to me. Zealand. Sesame's Street's The Count, Sherlock Hemlock, Biff and Snuffleupagus, and Saturday Night Live's Scred. As a starving actor, Jerry had faked his way into Bill Bard's troupe by pretending a knowledge of marionette work, discovered a flair for puppetry, and from there made his way to the Muppets. Interesting. I never knew that. Richard Hunt, also an actor and singer, grew up as a Muppet fan, taught himself puppetry, and tried out for the Muppets. He was hired to assist on appearances on The Ed Sullivan Show, and now performs Dawn Music, Scully and Sundry Graceful Cows on Sesame Street, and Scooter, Statler, Beaker, Wayne, Bobby Benson, Janice, and the shaggy 8-foot-high, wide-eyed monster known as Sweetums on The Muppet Show. Anyways, Californian Dave Gulls, who earned a degree as an industrial designer at Los Angeles Art Center College of Design and originally came to the Muppets as a puppet builder, now concentrates on his performances on The Muppet Show as the Great Gonzo, Beauregard, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and Zoot. Finally, there's the symbol of Sesame Street, that extraordinarily amiable and imperturbable exemplar of Avis Gigantus Muppetandum, the world's most well-known 9-foot-tall heap of walking yellow turkey feathers, Big Bird. Both he and, surprisingly, that grungy bit of grumpy green nastiness known as Oscar the Grouch are embodied in a engagingly mild-mannered New England puppeteer and artist named Carol Spinney. Between and over and around and on top of them, these versatile performers work with about 4 basic kinds of puppet. Most of them, such as Kermit, Grover, and Piggy, are of the one-man operated hand and rod puppet type, where the performer uses his right hand to work the head, including the mouth and occasional internal controls for eye movements, etc., etc., and his left hand to manipulate rods attached to the puppet's wrists. In a live hands puppet like Rolf, Ernie, or Fozzie Bear, the puppeteer works the head with his right hand, while his left hand actually acts as the left hand and arm of the puppet, and a second puppeteer operates the puppet's right arm. A third kind of Muppet puppet is the full costume, such as Big Bird or Sweetums, which requires the puppeteer to actually inhabit this puppet. Finally, there are enormous rod puppets like the 15-foot-tall gawky birds and even bigger boss men. Enormous gangly creatures attached by rods to harness strapped to the puppeteers' bodies, while they, dressed in black, more invisibly against a black background. To learn the exacting discipline of a Muppet performer is a long and difficult process. It generally takes at least a year's apprenticeship just to master the techniques of synchronizing the mouth movement and working to the television cameras and monitors. It will probably be another year before a performer is ready to try a principal character. It has been said that performing a Muppet is a little like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time, but actually to watch one of these performers that works is akin to seeing a master cellist play a Bach fugue while threading his way through a minefield. A triumph of art over chaos. To be continued.